Okay, so this tool is, I just want to go over a few of the things that I will be asking you to use on the Google toolbar. So we went over, so if we start over here on the left, this just means to go back. So if I would hit this button, the last thing I did in my document, which was type this period, it would take it out. So if you, oh, actually that wasn't the last thing I did. It was something else. So it took out the word was. But then I'm like, oh wait, I need that in there, so I can redo that. This is your printer button, so you shouldn't have to print anything, but if you want to print something, I suppose you can. This is your spelling and grammar check. Mine does it automatically, but sometimes you'll either see a red line for a spelling error or a blue line for a grammar error. You can also right click on those and it'll give you options. This paint format just means if there's a certain formatting that you have done within your document, you can click on paint the format to put it in that same format into another part of your document. Here's your zoom or unzoom. You can either make it fit your page, you can make it 50% smaller, you can make it 100%, or if you're having trouble reading that, you can make it 200%. Sometimes I zoom it in, especially if I want to do a screenshot, I will zoom it in. So we'll go back to 100%. Normal text, we'll probably leave it there. This is your fonts. The downfall to Google is that you don't have as many font options as you would as far as if you were in Word or PowerPoint, but it is what it is. This is your font size, so make things either bigger or smaller. Now, since I already have something typed here, I would have to highlight all of this here. So if I wanted that larger than the rest of it, so I wanted that big, then that's how I would do that. Then if it's still highlighted, I can make it bold. I can make it italic, so it's going to make it slant. And then I can underline it. And since I apparently feel like that was really important, I can even change its text color. So let's make it purple. Okay. Again, that all has to be highlighted. So if then there's going to be some times that I ask you to highlight some things. Maybe if we take a quiz, or if there's just some things that I want you to do. So this is your highlight button. So first, you have to pick the word you want to highlight. So I want to pick helicopter, so I'm going to highlight that. Then I'm going to go up to highlight, and what it's going to do, it's not going to change the color of the text, but it makes a box around it. So I'm going to use green because that shows up better than yellow. And the reason why it's so large is because this text here is so large. If I would make this text a normal size again, then it made that also go smaller. So you can highlight as many words as you want and as many colors as you want. I might say I want you to make a certain ones, you know, pink or orange or whatever. So that's the highlighter tool is something that you will use. The insert link is if you would insert a video, or I would insert a video, that's where it would be. Adding a comment, this is, so like where I highlighted this, so say I saw that you wrote something about your house. I want to insert a comment. Then over in the right hand side, you're going to add your comment to that, and it'll make that a color. So I would say, how big is your house? Okay, something like that. Then once I'm done with that, then this is to insert an image. So maybe there's one you want on your drive, or you can search the web. That's how you insert an image. You can take a picture right now. That's probably we probably won't be doing a lot of that. This is how you align. So again, if you want to use any of these, you have to highlight everything that you want to align. So right now it's aligned to the left. We could make it in the center, so it just moved it to the center of the page. I could make it all over to the right, or I can make it so it all lines up together. So if this was longer, that would make more sense. I can also change my line spacing. So single is actually most of them are set to 1 and 1500ths. I always When I first started typing, it was in single, and then once you get into college, you will have to double space your papers. And so then there's some other things here that you can do that you won't have to worry about for this class. These here are numbered lists, so if you want to make a numbered list or alphabet list, it would be there. These are bullets. So, and then these are for decreasing and increasing indents, which we won't have to do. And then this is where you can clear formatting. There's also times that you'll have things that you can put them in editing mode. You can make suggestions, or I can just make them for you to read, so you can't make any of those changes. So also when someone does make a comment, then you can post a comment back. So that's kind of nice also. So those are some of the tools you can use in Google. You can also get to most of them up here in this toolbar. There's a few more options up here. So a lot of times you'll be given a document, we'll ask you to make a copy, so you'll click it here. When you click it here, it'll tell you what you're copying. You can rename it to whatever you want, and then you'll click OK. I'm going to cancel this because I don't want to make another copy. Editing tools are pretty much all the ones that are there. View is how you want your screen to look. Insert, again, those are all on your toolbar. Formatting, so say you forgot how to use, you don't want to use the new equation, but you need to make a square root or a superscript or a subscript, you can actually just highlight that letter or number there and use those. There's different paragraph styles you can choose. Again, all your alignment and your page number, those things you won't need for this class. Here's your tools. There's add-ons, which you guys can't use. And then this is if you need some help.